The All Progressives Congress in Akwa Ibom State has a crisis on its hands, as the Independent National Electoral Commission has indicated that the primary rerun conducted in the state is not recognized by the Commission. INEC confirmed that the APC primary, which produced Akanimo Udofia as the governorship candidate, and that of candidate Godswill Akpabio, was not monitored by the electoral body. Reacting to this development, the South Zonal Organizing Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Dr Blessing Agbomhere, has demanded for the resignation or outright sack of the Akwa Ibom State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Mike Igini, over the role he played in the controversy rocking the APC governorship and senatorial primaries in the state. Joining us on this show this morning, right now, to discuss the controversies surrounding the APC primary in Akwa Ibom State is Dr. Blessing Agbomhere, South Zonal Organizing Secretary of the All Progressives Congress. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
you want Mike Igini removed, sacked as resident electoral commissioner in Akwa Ibom State. What's his offense? He's the man in charge. And he has significant experience as an electoral umpire. And he is insisting, he was on this same program, that the primary that produced Udofia and Senator Akpabio is unknown to INEC because the law is very clear in Section 8414 and also in Section 31. And also, when he was here, he also quoted Section 31, 34 of the Electoral Act to back his position. But some people, including your good self, are saying that no, what was conducted by INEC on May 27 was not the right primary. It should have been on May 28, and all kinds of controversy out there. What really is this situation, the problem? Because as you speak, we understand some persons are protesting in Uyo for the removal of Igini. Well, anybody can rent a crowd, perhaps. But what do you know? Where do you stand in the matter?
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Abati. I must tell you, I am the Zonal Organizing Secretary of the APC South. And I actually called for the resignation of Igini because I believe that Igini has violated Section 26 of the Electoral Act 2022. Because if you study Section 26 of the Electoral Act, it talks about impartiality. It talks about non-bias. It talks about loyalty to the commission, but not to the individual. But I can bet you, and I can tell you, and I can prove to you that Igini, so far, has displayed that he is not working for the commission, but working for certain forces. And let me be specific, working for the PDP in Akwa Ibom State. And let me put this on authority, and if Igini think I'm lying, he can dispute it. Igini is a ceremonial consultant to the governor of Akwa Ibom State. So Igini does not work for INEC. Igini has compromised the values of INEC with his conduct and acts in the state. And let me take you through Igini, if you don't know Igini very well. Igini has been a wreck in Edo State. Igini has been a wreck in Cross River State. And today is working as wreck in Akwa Ibom State. And if you follow Igini's antecedents in those states, you will understand that Igini's conduct so far in the INEC has been that of a hatchetman hired by the PDP to work for them at the INEC. In Edo State, he fought against APC. In Akwa Ibom State and in Cross River State, he worked against APC. And based on petitions from the party, Igini was removed from those states, transferred from those states to other states, and finally landed in Akwa Ibom State. And now following Akwa Ibom politics, if you had followed, what is happening today? You see, people always talk about their rights without knowing that rights come with responsibilities. And people always talk about law without knowing that to every law, there is an exception. Igini comes out on TV. First of all, the question you ask, is Igini the only wreck in Nigeria? How many recs in Nigeria have you seen on TV shamelessly defending positions of others or defending positions of political parties as if they have personal interest? What Igini has displayed so far is a man who is in the ring. And I choose to tell him, if he wants to be a politician, Igini should go and join one of the parties and contest for even State House of Assembly. Because what he has done so far is like a man who is running for elections or is contesting elections. In this case, I don't even see Igini as working for the INEC. I see Igini as a candidate in this party, in our own party. Because Igini cannot come shamelessly on public televisions. Igini is a public servant. For a public servant to come on the public space and begin to defend the indefensible, to me, I see it as compromise. And if you look at section 26 of INEC, Igini subscribed to an oath of impartiality. But what Igini is doing today is he has become a father of partiality. He has become biased, and what he's doing is malice to the party and malice to Godswill Akpabio and the candidates we have in Akwa Ibom State. I don't see Igini as fighting Akpabio. I believe that Igini is working against the interest of the APC, a party that I represent as the Zonal Organizing Secretary in the South Zone. Because what Igini has done so far, he has made himself, he has entered the ring as a member of the PDP. Because one, when you look at it very well, we have a very viable candidate, or we have viable candidates in Akwa Ibom State. Godswill Akpabio is a very viable candidate for the senatorial election for Akwa Ibom North West. Akanimo Udofia is one of the most popular individuals you can talk of locally and internationally in Akwa Ibom State, and he's our candidate for the governorship. Now, my question is this: why is Igini so particular? Like, he has agreed that in other positions we have candidates, but in these particular positions that we are ready to win, that we are winning, that we are on our way to winning, are the areas where Igini has interest. And he has not just displayed this interest secretly, he has even come to the fore, he has come to the open to display his hatred for our party, his hatred for Akanimo Udofia, his hatred for Godswill Akpabio. But for me, this is beyond Godswill Akpabio, it's beyond Akanimo Udofia, it's about my party. Igini cannot dictate to our party. Even INEC does not have the powers to dictate to our party. If you follow, there are plethora of cases that have been adjudicated on by the court. If you look at the case of Emeka and Okadigbo, adjudicated to the point of the Supreme Court. If you look at the issue of Agi and PDP, you will agree with me that INEC and even the court cannot tell a political party who their candidate is. And now, following the story of Igini will tell you that he conducted primaries of our party on the 27th of May. But I must inform you that APC did not conduct its senatorial primaries on the 27th. It was widely published. Our primary for the Senate was contested or was conducted on Saturday, 28th of May. So where did Igini conduct his own primaries that produced his own candidate? As we speak today, Igini as a candidate is parading for our party. Is it Igini that should parade a candidate, or it is our party that will parade its candidate?
May I interject here, Doctor?
Okay.
These are very grave allegations.
Yeah.
So I have two questions.
Yeah.
You said Mike Igini is a ceremonial consultant to Governor Emmanuel.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? And also, how far are you taking this? Have you actually petitioned INEC about this violation?
Yes, I have written a petition to the INEC on this regard. You see why I said that? You see, when a man is indebted and is desperate to redeem his debt, that man can go on any length to redeem his debt. And that is what Igini is doing. That's why I said, how many recs across the country have you seen? See, let me tell you something. The position of INEC is not the position of Igini. INEC is a national agency of government that has a chairman and a spokesperson. First of all, Igini is not the spokesperson for the INEC. A while ago, I have a letter that was written by the INEC to our party and also copied Igini that APC has a right to conduct its primary the manner with which he wants to conduct his primaries. But where there are issues to it, INEC is not a court of law. INEC does not have judicial powers. INEC does not even have quasi-judicial powers to adjudicate on any matter that has to do with two persons. Because what I'm saying this is this. If Igini comes with a candidate, and we, the party, say we have a candidate, whose candidate will INEC determine to be the candidate? And by the time you are going into that, you are delving into the process of the judiciary, because you have to fulfill Section 36 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by ensuring that you follow the doctrine of holding terrain pattern. Call both sides. If you say there are two candidates in the party and you want to determine which is the candidate, aside from the candidate the party is bringing, it means that you have to call two of them and ask them, do your findings to determine who is the candidate. So by the time you are doing that, you are already performing a function that is not that of INEC. So what Igini is doing today, Igini is trying to generate a candidate for us. And it will interest you to even know that the particular primary Igini is referring to was a primary that was conducted by Igini, by unknown delegates of the party. Because in Akwa Ibom State, there is a party chairman. The party chairman is like the administrator of that party in the particular state. And our party chairman followed up with a particular primary which was conducted on the 28th. Not the one of 2027.
I just want to ask you, what's the response? Since you petitioned INEC, what response did you get?
No, we are waiting INEC's position.
Right.
We have done the needful. We have submitted the name of our candidates to INEC. And INEC has a duty to accept them. And if INEC refuses to accept them, we will compel them by the instrumentality of the law to accept them. We know the law. We follow the law. Even me that is talking to you.
Okay.
I am a lawyer in equity.
Okay.
So Igini does not know what he's saying.
Okay, let's quickly. To raise the point, you said he's a serial advisor to the governor
of Akwa Ibom on election matters.
Oh, yeah. Can you prove it? You said he's working for the PDP. No, hang on a minute.
Okay.
Let me finish my question. Can you prove that Igini is working for the PDP? Can you prove that he's a serial advisor to the governor? And secondly, when he came here, he made some allegations. He said things like the fact that even the emergence of the chairman, that numbers were, disrupted. One was put in front of 6-0 to make one and everything, that there were mass manipulations, even for the emergence, and there were factions and the likes. I mean, can you throw more light on that for your... But the first two questions, can you prove that Igini is working for the PDP? Can you also prove that he's a serial advisor to the governor? Do you have evidence and facts as regards that? And the last question I asked you, as regards, Igini's claim of, that results were changed and turned around. If you can go ahead.
Okay, now let me explain to you. Like I said, Igini subscribed to an oath of allegiance to INEC. And INEC has a code of conduct. The code of conduct of INEC stipulates how an INEC official, INEC staff, should behave in every matter that has to do with elections. But you and I can see, not just hearsay, you and I can see the acts, the performances.
Igini monitors elections. He can't conduct.
You see, that is what I'm saying. Let me explain something to you. On the 28th of May, when we had our elections, there was disruption because Akpabio was contesting the senatorial elections in Akwa Ibom, and a few other persons, a few other candidates, aspirants. There was disruption. And as a result of that, there was a police report to the fact that there was disruption of that elections. Our party decided to reschedule that election and reconduct the election. Even if you go to INEC, the Electoral Act, under Section 24 of the Electoral Act, it gives room for postponement of elections.
Was that rescheduling documented?
Yes, that is what.
But somebody had emerged that day before.
No, nobody emerged.
Okay.
On that election, nobody emerged. Nobody emerged. And even the person that some of them claim emerged, you see the person Igini is talking about? Not at all. Igini is not even making reference to that primary. And now, there was a reconduct of that primaries. INEC was duly notified of a reconduct, and there are evidence to that. But I can tell you that even when INEC was notified, Igini refused to accept the letter of notification, that we had to send the letter to INEC headquarters in Abuja to notify them of the reconduct of that elections.
Okay, so you've not answered my question. The proof. I want you to give me.
See, let me tell you something. You know, that is what I'm explaining to
and
you.
And also give me a proof that is a serial advisor to the governor.
Now, first of all, where does Mike Igini, where does he live? As we speak, Mike Igini lives in the lodge of the governor of Akwa Ibom State in Akwa Ibom. We have the records. We have the video of how he goes in and out of the Akwa Ibom lodge where he lives. If you check now, see, no, but it belongs. Let me explain something to you. INEC has official quarters for their staff. For Igini to be living in the government lodge shows bias because one, the government of Akwa Ibom State is different from INEC. They don't work together. INEC is an independent agency. So why will Igini be living in that lodge? That is one. And secondly, you see, when a man, I said before, by performance, by conduct, by the acts of Igini, you cannot dispute that he's not working for the PDP because everything he does, everything is in favor of. From when he joined the INEC, from when he was in Edo, from when he was in Cross River, and now that he's in Akwa Ibom, what he has done against the APC is what... Let me tell you something. Are you aware that in 2019, the court ruled that certificate of return should be given to Honorable Inse, who won the federal state constituency in the House of Assembly? Do you know that Igini never obeyed that court order? He never issued certificate of return to that member. He never did that, even when there was a court injunction to that effect. And that is to tell you that Igini is deliberately working against our party. He has done it before. And as a result of Igini's acts, are you aware that Professor Peter Ogba went to jail? Because Peter Ogba was the person who manipulated Akpabio's election in 2019 under the supervision of Igini. Because what the court found was that the election for the senatorial was supposed to be announced at the headquarters of the Electoral District. But Igini announced that result in his office.
But that's another case entirely because we know...
No, I'm just trying to establish to you. You asked the question. I'm trying to prove to you.
Me fact.
Now, that is a fact. It's a fact that he... It's a fact.
You have made your point.
You have made your point.
You have raised allegations against Mike Igini. I'm sure he's in a position to defend himself. And you're exercising your right of reply to some of the things he said on this program. But I told you at the beginning of this conversation, Mike Igini made it clear that he quoted Section 31 of the Electoral Act, Section 34 of the Electoral Act, Section 84(1) of the Electoral Act, Section 84(14) of the Electoral Act. What is the combined effect of what he said? First, that under Section 34 of the Electoral Act, right, political parties cannot just substitute candidates. Right? There may have been the situation in the 2010 Electoral Act as amended. But in this new act, the only way anybody can exit from the process, you can change candidate, is by withdrawal of the candidate, by death, or by, resignation, which will be communicated by the candidate to the party, and through the party to INEC. The party, within the purview of the law, he argued, does not have the powers under the current act to just change people at will. INEC also has a timetable, right? Yes, the party will conduct the primary, but only the primary that is conducted by INEC, that is monitored by INEC, is valid. If someone did not take part in a primary monitored by INEC, then that primary is not valid. Now, what is his third point? So this confusion between 2010 Electoral Act and 2022 Electoral Act. And he made a point that Senator Godswill Akpabio, at the time the primary was conducted in Akwa Ibom, right, was more interested in the presidential slot of the APC. He didn't take part in any primary. And even if there was to be a rerun in June, right, only the candidates who took part in the earlier primary could be part of it. Not someone who was not originally part of it, just coming in. No, finally. Okay. Are you aware that the chairman of the party, APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, who was joined in a suit filed by Senator Godswill Akpabio at the Federal High Court in Abuja, were told, said his name should be withdrawn from the case, because maybe somebody may have explained to Senator Adamu that in Akwa Ibom state, what we're dealing with, is against the run of the Electoral Act 2022, which Igini said on this platform, politicians have not studied, and many of them are just making claims out of ignorance. So these are the substantive issues.
Let me reply
you may not like Igini as a person,
let me reply
or
to
where he
issues.
lives.
Let me reply
but
to
let's deal with the issues.
Now, let me explain to you. Do you know there's a difference between Abdullah Adamu as a chairman of the APC and the APC? The APC as a political party is different from Senator Abdullah Adamu. Senator Abdullah Adamu is the chairman of the party. Let me explain. APC Adamu, the chairman of the party, without conceding, if he withdraws, that is the chairman. But the party has not withdrawn from the matter. So the chairman is not the party. The party and the chairman are separate individuals. And even in law, they are treated as separate individuals. Okay. Now, let me go to, you see, even Igini, who claims to know the law, does not know the law. Because it is one thing for you to know the law, it is another thing for you to imbibe the spirit of the law, and it's another thing for you to act in accordance with the law. They are separate issues. Many politicians, as Igini claimed, do not know the Electoral Act. But I am talking to you as somebody who has studied and reviewed the Electoral Act. Let me tell you something. Section 84 of the Electoral Act gives power to the INEC to reject or refuse to include a name for an election they think is controversial. But that does not give them the judicial powers to begin to adjudicate on who is a candidate and who is not a candidate. And Section 84.
Femi Falana, SAN,
let me
who knows
finish.
the law,
I want to first of all
has argued that INEC has such powers.
Okay, let me explain.
Because the law is very clear.
Let me tell you something. You said Femi Falana has argued. Femi Falana's argument can be his opinion. Femi Falana's argument is not the law. I'm telling you the position as a lawyer in equity. I'm telling you the position of the law. And what the law says is that under Section 82 of the Act, yes, you who is a political party who is organizing a primary has a duty to notify INEC. But let me tell you something. Now, the Constitution or the Electoral was silent on whether if the INEC refuses to monitor an election. Let me tell you something. You can't go to Igini's house to go and move Igini to come and monitor your election. But if you fulfill the duty of notice to inform INEC, INEC has powers to monitor an election without even being invited to do that. They have that powers. Now, what I'm trying to make you understand is that we are not asking, or Akpabio is not asking for his name to be replaced with that of another candidate. That is where I say Igini lies. And he lies at will. Let me tell you something. Akpabio participated in the senatorial elections that was cancelled, that was disrupted. He participated in that. And after the disruption, there was a notice to INEC. The evidence is there.
Was there any evidence?
Yes. There was a notice. Yes, I have it. There was a police report to that effect. And I'm sure you must have uploaded it. You have it there with you. Let me give it to you. There was a report, a police report to the effect that this is a notice that was given to INEC. See, venue for the conduct of this is a notice that was given to INEC. I have all the documents of the notice that was issued to INEC to come and monitor the reconduct of the elections. Minding the fact that Akpabio participated in the first election that was disrupted, and after the disruption, a notice was given to INEC for a reconduct. And we reconducted.
That's a timetable.
No, it was conducted under the timetable of INEC. Don't forget, I have the time and the dates. The timetable, the deadline was on the 9th of June. And that primary was conducted, the deadline was on the 9th, and that primary was conducted within the timeline of INEC. Our primary was not conducted outside the time.
No,
and we are not asking.
What was the time when this was first? Because I can see this letter was released on the 24th of May. What was the time the first election that was curtailed and cancelled was conducted? What was the date of that?
The first election that was cancelled was conducted on the 28th of May.
So why is this letter saying received on the 24th of May?
This is a notice.
No, the other first letter you brought out.
This was a notice that was given as a reminder that we had already, if you read it, we have met with it when Igini was arguing that we have not met. See, let me tell you something. When Igini was arguing that we have not met, this was done. You see the date? This was done?
It's 24th May.
This is 24th May.
Yes.
Now read it very well.
I don't know if you, I don't know if you can get me. See, my question to you is this. You said there were police reports that the election was cancelled, so you notified INEC. But why was the day before the election was cancelled? Because this is on the 24th, I said the election was cancelled.
Let me explain something
what
to you.
Day?
They are serious.
No, hang on a minute. What day was the election done that was cancelled because of a police report?
The first primary for our party was conducted on the 28th of May.
Yeah.
28th.
Said INEC monitored elections on May 27th.
That was
not 28th.
See, let me show.
Whatever exercise occurred on May 28th was unknown or is unknown.
And this letter,
let me finish. Let me show you something. Calm down. When you are calm, you understand. This is a statement. Revised APC timetable for 2023 primaries elections. You see, what is this? This is Senate.
Saturday, 28th.
This is Saturday, 28th. So it was signed by Barrister Felix Moka, our national publicity.
Is that a certified true copy?
Yes.
Signature is not appended.
Yes.
Where is the signature on it?
This is an
Where is the
e-copy.
signature on it?
This is an e-copy.
But I can't find.
See, let me tell you something. We have it. It's a public knowledge. I'm talking as a member and a leader of the APC. It is public knowledge that across the country, APC conducted its senatorial elections, primaries, on Saturday 28th. So now, if Igini is insisting that it conducted on the 27th, where did he do that? And now, let me finish that.
Well,
after this date, on this day 28, that was when the disruption happened. And immediately...
On which day?
On this date.
Which day?
That is on Saturday. That is when the disruption happened.
Well, doctor,
and we wrote again to INEC for a reconduct.
Where's that letter?
We have to go. Thank you very much. Okay, you've said your bit. Igini said his own. You know, both parties have put their positions out there in the public domain. I think eventually the matter will be resolved, one way or the other. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Agbomhere, for joining us. Thank you.